today we're taking a look at our Clearsource water filter cases. So these are going to work with your portable Clearsource water filters and create that cushion, but also a much easier way to carry your filters around. So these are custom fit for your Clearsource water filter, which means that you're gonna have to make sure you get the right bag for the right filter. So we have basically two bag sizes. One is gonna be the smaller one for your 2 canister systems like the Premier here. And the other option is going to be for your 3 canister systems like the Clearsource Ultra. So while this is a portable system, it is kind of awkward to carry. So you have your metal frame around it, and you're just gonna have to find a good spot around that metal frame. Once it is out in the sun, this can get kind of hot, not burning to the touch, but uncomfortable. And that way, once you set it onto the ground, it's just nice to have a little extra cushion so it's not sitting out in the sun. Because of all that, I highly recommend getting the matching case to your filter once you get your filter. It will work without the case, but it just makes life so much better to have it. So this is, like your water filter, a plug-and-play system. It fits perfectly around that filter, and it even has 2 cutouts on this side so that you can keep the hoses on the filter. So you have this smooth material on the inside, and then on the bottom, there's a little bit of that extra cushion, but also you have these 2 grommets. So these are holes in case there's a little bit of a spill inside of your filter. It can just go out through that bag hole. You have hook and loop patches all throughout the edges of the bag. So up here up front, then you have these little side patches, and they fit perfectly for the lid. Now sometimes when I put the filter in there, I don't even use all the patches. I might just use the edge, but even then, it's a nice and secure fit. Super easy to use. You just grab your filter, and even with the hoses attached, just bring this through, and then get those patches to sit on top of your filter's case. Then you get the lid, and you pop that over, and secure the edges. And finally, you even have this handle with a hook and loop patch, and that's what you can use to carry the filter case around. So compared to that super bulky experience I had earlier with carrying the filter around, with the tote, it makes it a lot easier. Lifting this up though, sometimes you're wondering how much weight can it carry, can it hold up the stress? Well, let's take a look at those seams. You have these reinforced seams, and notice that there really isn't any tension against any of the seams. None of them are straining. That's because all the padding and all the seams work together to evenly distribute all that weight. So even with a 3 canister system, which again was a big struggle to carry around on its own, this makes it so much easier to take out of your RV, set it out onto the ground, and you don't even have to take that lid off if you want to connect your hoses. Now, I personally would prefer an extra pocket where I could store the hoses when they're inside my RV, but that's not that big of a deal because there's plenty of space around the canisters. You could just stick your hoses in here and find a spot for them, and it'll still work great. With the padding, it adds about 1/2 inch all around your filter. So in terms of where you can place this, if your filter fit into your basement storage, it probably will still fit with the case around. If it was a snug fit, double check your measurements and see if that makes a difference. But this way with the tote, once you arrive at the campsite, it's much easier to just grab your filter and go. Now, one little thing that I noticed, and it's not that big of a deal, but you might think about it too, is that your fittings will still be exposed to the elements. So if you have this stored inside your basement area, it's awesome because your filter itself is completely covered. It's the fittings that will still be open and visible, and dirt might still get in there. So when you get your filter, just double check that. You may want to clean that out a bit. Your filter's still going to catch it all, but something to keep in mind. If you are going to be getting a Clearsource water filter, just go ahead and get the matching case. I really like how it adds that extra cushion, it adds that padding. You don't have to take it out of the case unless you're switching out the canisters or the filter cartridges. It's basically part of your filter system already. Just make sure you get the right tote size for the right filter, whether you're getting the 2 canister filter tote or the 3 canister filter tote. All of them work the same way. They work great. Great addition to your Clearsource water filter.